Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to the Reggae University. Please give a warm welcome to Sister Nancy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just to remind our co-hosts here at the Reggae University, at the far end of the tent, you have Pete Lilly and Ellen Lilly Cullings, the joint editors of Rhythm Magazine in Cologne, Germany. Next to me, you've got Pier Tosi, author and broadcaster operating out of Bologna, Italy. Also has a syndicated show on Hits 92 FM in Jamaica. And you have myself, David Katz, author and journalist based in London, England.
Good.
Now, Sister Nancy, thanks very much for joining us at this session. It's been wonderful to see such an inspiring film about your life and work.
Thank you very much. And that's just part of the journey.
Yes, and I'd like to begin this session. You mention in one of your best-known lyrics that you were born and raised in Kingston 6. I'd like you to enlighten the good people here at Rototom Sunsplash a little bit about specifically where in Kingston 6 were you born and raised?
I'm home delivery baby, so I was born at home, 5 Tavern Avenue, Kingston 6, and that's in a little place called St. Andrew, in the rural section of Jamaica. That's where I was born. I was, a little nice little place, nice little country house, country place, very nice, with my mother and my father, brothers and sisters. But I was a home delivery. All of them were born in the hospital, but I was born at home.
And what could you tell us about the environment there? You were kind of on a back street off Barbican Road or something like that?
No, I'm a little away from Barbican, but I went to school in Barbican Road, Providence School. But I live up in, up in the rural section of St. Andrew. And it's a nice place. It's a fun place that people love each other, used to. They used to love each other. And we always come together, if I'm short on a little salt, I can call my neighbor and get salt. I don't know if I can do that now. But we used to could do that. A nice little place with family. Most of the people there are family. And I'm a family-oriented person, very much so. So, we're all like one family. Neighbors, everybody. It's a nice place to live.
Okay. And in the film you say that your mother was a teacher, but at the same time she was also working as a bus driver.
Yes, my mother is the first bus driver, female out of Jamaica. And she teach, she's a nurse, she's a jack of all trade. She does everything just to make sure her family is okay, because when I came, my father was a very sick man and he couldn't go out, so it was just her, and he had to babysit. So he used to take care of us, and then she went out to work.
So she had to provide for your siblings and yourself?
Everybody, 7 of us, yes.
Okay.
But my father had 15 children.
Oh, wow.
But my mother has 9. 2 of hers died, so it leaves her with 7. So in all, now alive, we have 13.
Okay, and also in the film you describe your father as a man of faith.
Yes, he is.
What can you tell us about the role of faith in your life from those early days?
Well, when I arrived and I've sent, and I think I get senses about 4-year-old, I can remember myself back then. My home was a church. It wasn't a normal home, it was a church. My father used to keep church in the house, in the yard. So my brothers and sisters used to be the one who played instrument. I was just a little girl and don't wear panties and all, just naked in the house and all of that, running up and down and things. But I remember that the house was a church.
Okay.
A revival church. My father's a revivalist.
Wow.
Okay, yes. So now also in the film you describe how one of your older brothers, the great pioneering DJ, Brigadier Jerry.
Yes.
So you say he used to come home and he'd go in the bathroom and practice his lyrics?
Yes, and then I would listen, Everything my brother does, as long as I can remember, I wanted to do everything that Dickie, that's his name. All of us do have pet names. My pet name is Nancy. My brother, Brigadier Jerry, is Dickie. So everything that he does, I don't know, I just follow him. And he would go out to school, to trade, you know, you learn a trade and come home and he sings. He never write, but I do. I write them because I wanted them to use them because I know that's where I was heading. I was heading this way. As long as he does it, that's what I want to do. So I used to write what he says.
Okay,
But I did.
So you were actually physically writing down?
Oh yeah, I was just like that. I used to have a paper and a pen, just like that. I was writing everything he says, and then I will fix it the way I want to. Not exactly like what he says, but I will fix it. But it's his.
And then, when and where exactly is it that you first pick up the mic and are featured on a sound system?
Well, okay. I run away from home because I was a really bad child. I used to be a real bad child, unruly. You know, I wouldn't stay home. Everybody would stay home, but I used to out because I used to run away with my friends. So I ran away and I went to this place. The place was Odford, that's in St. Andrew too, way up in the hills, Cambridge. And I met some friends and they had a sound there. The name of the sound was Chalice. So they played every weekend and everything, but one weekend I said, I'm going to go with them. So I go. I went to St. Thomas. And when the sound started playing in the night, late in the night, the guy said to me, Nancy, are you going to? I said, me? No, I'm not going up there. All these people, I'm not going up there. I was nervous like a wreck. But him said, go. Oh, you're going to start? Go. And I went. Mash up the place.
So, how old were you?
I was 15.
And
I was 15 years old.
And what kind of lyrics were you throwing down?
Papa Dean. That's my first record. It's a Papa Dean. Do baba do be do day. Scooby do baba do be do day. Bang willy diddly 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 chibum. Bang willy diddly 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 chibum. Chinancy in the area. And come on, sister Nancy in the area. Lord, I got me a nice up the corner. And come on, me a nice up the corner. Don't say hey. It say, Papa Dean want to give me sardine. Papa Dean want to give the people them laugh at me. Some of them say, put down the mic. Put down the mic. You sound like a mice rat. You saying? I sing it the whole time. Just Papa Dean, and I still do. That's my first record, 1979. Yes. Okay,
so since you mentioned that, give us a taste of track one, and we'll hear what it sounded like in studio style.
You played?
Yeah, we need, yeah. Technically.
That's it.
Yeah, there we go.
Scooby-Doo, Baba, Doo, day. Bang, whippla, 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 watch it boom. Bang, whippla, balloon, whippla, bang, bang. She Nancy in the area. Span whippla, whippla, say she Nancy in the area. Ain't come on, she did some nice up the corner. Bang, whippla, whippla, does a dope up the area. Ain't come on, a Papa Dean want to give me sardine. Papa Dean want to give me butter bean. Papa Dean want to give me sardine. Papa Dean want to give me butter bean. He say me sad, see me girl, this and water me Betty. But I see the boy a pass the boy say Nancy good morning. Don't wanna give me him, I give me sardine. That's it.
Okay, so what actually happened between the first time you dropped the lyrics there in St. Thomas to you actually coming to record it in the studio?
Well, after St. Thomas, I go back to Cambridge. Then I went back home. You know, 'cause my mother, she couldn't find me, so she sent all kind of law enforcement to get me, like I was a wanted person. Oh. And they did find me, and they take me back home. And after going back home, now I started to, you know, follow my brother directly. I started to hide and go to dancing with him. And then I end up meeting General Echo and Stereophonic Sound. And then I start DJing Stereophonic.
Okay. And so Briggy, your brother, had the reputation of he never chatted slack lyrics.
Never.
And then General Echo had the reputation, his
Of
nickname
slack
was,
lyric, yes.
ranking slackness.
Yes, he was.
So how do you, what
Well,
can you tell us?
when he DJ slackness, I switch it my way too. And I used to try a little of that right in the beginning. But I was in a dance one night in Scotland, and my brother came there and heard me and almost knocked me off of my foot and say, don't do that. So it's been like this from that day.
Okay, I hear you. Yes. So, and what can you describe for people who are here who never had the pleasure? What was a typical stereophonic session like, and where was the sound based?
Well, stereophonic is from Kingston 3, and that's over in the east side of Jamaica. And I went there, as I said, I went there with Echo, and stereophonic play rub-a-dub dance. A rub-a-dub, original rub-a-dub. Nothing short of that. Original Studio One, original great music, original, Treasure music. We just play original rub-a-dub. It's a rub-a-dub dance with DJ like Echo, singer like Madu, and myself, and a bunch of, a bad selector, Fluxy, who played the sound, and box lifter, who lift up boxes, not like now you walk with a computer and it's all done. No. Those days you used to have to carry the boxes and the lots of wire, you have to wire up everything, but rub-a-dub sound system. One of the greatest I ever worked on. Different from Legal Shot.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, come in.
Nancy, we're talking about your beginnings, so you did enter into the music business, but do you have any recollection if there were already some recorded or unrecorded female DJs at the time?
Yes. When I came, I used to listen to the radio, and I heard a lady and a man. Every day when I come home, I hear, cork it, Kojak, cork it. There's a hole in the bucket.
Kojak
that was
Liza.
Mother Liza. I came and hear her, but I've never seen her. I've never seen her until 1983 when we bucked together and worked together. But I used to hear about her. And she was the one I used to hear. But I've never seen her.
So along this, in the same line, when you began to chat on the mic on sound system sessions, was there a stigma about you being a female DJ? Were you accepted?
Of course. And not everybody's going to like me up to now. Not everyone is with you, but you go through anyway because you have the strength and the courage and everything to go through. But I get a lot of backlash. You sound like a mice rat. You sound like all kind of things. But I tell them, this is what I'm going to do, and I don't care.
But were you specifically getting like, you're female and females should be in this space?
Yes, they tell me that. But I said, women do everything. Because I've seen women being truck driver. At the time, my mother was driving a bus. And that was like 1977. Wow. My mother started driving a bus. And before, it's just all men. Until my mother started. So women do everything also. Now, upholstering, fixing chair. I used to do auto mechanic at a training center. I do all of this because women do everything. There's nothing different between a man and a woman. Nothing.
Thank you. So in the film, you mentioned that Echo introduced you to Winston Riley.
Yes, he did.
And that's how you made Papa Dean your first.
Because Echo was working with Winston, with Techniques Record before. It was Echo and Lone Ranger at the time. And I was working with Echo on Stereophonic. So when I did that song, I do it every night when I go to dance. That's the only song I do. And I always get a forward, the feedback from the people. So he told me that he's going to take me to see Winston so I could do that track because it sounded good. And so he took me to Winston Riley, Chancery Street down at downtown Kingston beside Negos, where Big Youth and Gregory Isaac has their record store. That's where I went to do that. And I went to Channel 1 to do it.
Okay, so you voiced it at Channel 1.
All of the tracks are done on Channel 1.
Okay. Let's play a little bit of track 2, and we're going to see what you remember about this one and move forward. Number 2.
Think all the money can buy my love, but I insist Mr. Nancy kind of showdown. Live the life in love or not to live the life in love. I jack out for mine to give it out.
That says you to stay.
Tommy say money can't buy my love. 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 Cause if a lover was a thing that a money could buy you. Till lover was a thing that a money could buy you. The rich man would a live a say the poor man would a die. The rich man would a live a say the poor man would a die. I can't take it.
That's the second one. Yeah, that's the second one.
And on that one, I notice you're almost doing a kind of a sing Jay style.
Yes.
It's much more musical.
I can sing too, but I really don't. I like talking. It's more easier for me if I talk.
So was that done at the same session as Papa Dean or later?
No, I did it after, but it's the same year. But they didn't release them until 1981.
Okay, so you did the recordings, but they held them back.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to track 3, and we'll see what you can tell us about this one.
Bum ba dum bum bum.
To you, special dedicated to you. This one dedicated to you, and God knows who. Slang down dilly. I tell you that Jamaica up in the country. I tell you that Jamaica up in the country. I tell you say proud of we Jamaica, proud of we. Proud of we Jamaica, proud of we. Over the highland and across the sea. Proud of we Jamaica, proud of we. Jamaica up in the country. Jamaica up in me country. Down in Jamaica, the island of the sun. Them plant sugar cane and them get white rum. Now that is the island of the sea and the sun. Jamaica is my country.
I remember those well, but trust me, not all of them I do. Some of them, I have to listen them all the time to remember them, because I do them so long and I don't work them on stage, and I've never, like performed them. A lot of songs I've never performed them. But, as long as they start to play, I remember them because I wrote them.
So in that song, it brings to mind a couple of things. First of all, it's a very patriotic song.
Yes, it's for my country, my beautiful island, Jamaica. And if you've never been there, go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the other thing it brings to mind is just the shift that was happening in the music at that time, when things were getting kind of a rougher edge.
Yes. Yeah, but it's been always rough on a woman perspective anyway. But, as I said, you have ladies who break the barrier, like my sister Master Griffiths and even Judy Mowat and these great ladies. They break the barriers of, for females. And then I come and, put in my little 2 cents, and it works.
Okay, let's take a little taste of track 4, and we'll see what you can tell us about this one.
At 1, 2.
The thing called a transport connection, originated by Isis and Nancy, from the uptown city, from the suffering passing. Do it, Me say me go a New York and me drive Skylark. Me go a England and me drive Leland. I told them I know me have me ambition. Where me have for me own a transportation. Cause this a transport connection. Systematic in a transport connection. And Lord of God, me a go tell it to the nation. Lord of God, me a go tell it to the nation. And let me tell you that me put it connected to the cycle. The cycle connected to the motorbike it connected. To the car and the car it connected. To the truck and the truck it connected to engine train. Say engine, number 9. You're rolling down on the Kingston line. Say when you polish, Sister Nancy will shine. That was when I was doing auto mechanic.
I used to do mechanic. Yes, I used to do mechanic. I used to fix car. I don't know if I can now, but I used to, change a little sparks plug and fix a little piston and all of that. But I don't know if I can do it now.
Okay. Now, the next track we're going to play, a little bit of track 5. Now, this is one that led to bigger things. So let's
Yes,
take a
it does.
listen and hear what you can.
That's 1, 2.
A deep color 1, 2. Ain't no skipping boogaloo. Nancy off the humble cue. Steady, just cool, Tommy said one, Jaman Nancy make a little plan. I miss a 2. I till no one a kick off your shoe. I miss a 3. I till you Nancy your body heavy. I miss
We
a
love
4.
that.
Till I no one a kick off me. A deep color 1, 2. Ain't no skipping boogaloo. Can Nancy off the humble cue. Steady, just cool, Tommy said one, Jaman Nancy make a little plan. I miss a 2. I till no bother kick off your shoe. I miss a 3. I till you Nancy your baby. I miss a 4. Me line no bother kick off me door. I miss a 5. I till you if you slip you will slide. I miss a 6. I mean name sister Nancy. I miss a 7. But every man want go ahead. I miss a 8. I till you Nancy lay you down straight. I miss a 9. Jaman ya this your lyrics ya are mine. I miss a 10. Go tell your little friend, cause sister Nancy come again. Me do not to borrow and me do not to lend. Cause anything me borrow, man, me give it back tomorrow. And anything me lend, me want it back again.
Nancy, what do you remember about writing the track, putting it together?
I was in the country. I ran away from town. I had my first child at the age of 19, and that's when I did this song. I was 19-year-old. Even with Transport Connection, I did them when I was 19, but they released in '82. The early part, I think it was March of '82. They were released, one behind the other. I was living in the country, and I come back and I say, you know what, I have to do something. And I sat and I just write it. If you listen, you see it's just rhymes. It's just full rhymes. So you just write 1, 2, and you just write the lyrics off. Right? And it was easy, and I did it. And it was my first biggest song. My first biggest song. And it's my favorite song up to today. One of them, yes.
Okay. Now, of course, you mentioned in the film that this is the song that brought you outside of Jamaica for the first time. Oh. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
So, you mentioned in the film that the first place you traveled to perform outside of Jamaica was Grand Cayman. And then from there, I think the song took you to England.
Yes, that song let me, the first place I went to out of Jamaica was Grand Cayman. So and then 1, 2 took me from Cayman to England, England to Canada, back to Jamaica, and then I came to the States.
So what were those experiences like for you, traveling at that time?
Well, at the time I was traveling with Mr. Riley also. I was traveling with Winston. Winston was always there with me. And I traveled with him, and it's a new thing, but gradually it kind of gets easy. When you start doing something and you do it over 3, 4 times, it starts to get very easy. So it started to get easy for me when I reached to England, because my brother was in England at the time.
Okay.
Yes.
And were you performing on sound systems or in concert halls?
System. I went to Brixton Town Hall, and I went also to that Marcus Garvey Community Center, and I have the pleasure of working with my brother there the first time overseas, and it's a history to me up to now.
Okay.
Yes, I.
Excellent. Okay. Yes. Now, so after that breakout track, you explained in the film that Winston Riley called you back to the studio.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So the idea was to record
the album.
Yes.
Because the 45, that's 1, 2, it did so good alongside with Transport Connection, but 1, 2 did so good. He said, Nancy, see if you can work on an album. I say, album. How much song? He said, 10. I said, I can't find them all per song. He said, yes, you can. You need an album now for the Christmas, because it was coming into Christmas time. He said, you need an album for the Christmas. I said, all right. And I go home and I try the things that I wrote from my brother, all of his lyrics, I just fix them and fix them up, and I get about 9 of them.
Okay. So then, in the film, you say you had 9.
9.
But you kind of needed 10.
I needed 10. I couldn't find the last one. But at the time, I was working with King Yellowman. Yes. Yellowman and I used to work on a sound in St. Thomas by the name of Aces, And Yellowman fatted Little Harry, and we used to work with Aces. So, every time he go to the studio, he will take me with him. And today he went to the studio. I think it was Harry J's studio, yes. And he took me with him. I have 9 tracks, and Mr. Riley does in my ears every day. When you're gonna come and finish the album? Mr. I don't have no more song. Leave me alone, no man. I soon find one. I'm gonna go to the studio with Yellowman that day, and him and Fated did that bam bam, and I say, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just say I'm gonna do that, just like that. I'm gonna do it. I called Mr. Riley from the studio, and I said, Dragon, because that's what we call him, Dragon. And him say, what? Him say, come get me come go to the studio now. Me find one. Him say, you didn't have any yesterday. When you find one today, me say, come man, me go do a bam bam. And him take me to the studio, and that's it.
And how is it that it came on the Stalag rhythm exactly? Did you sing the lyrics and he said, oh, this is the rhythm? Or?
No, because even at the time, it was during that festival moment like now. It was going to the end of the year. It's a festival moment like no one. In the festival time, they play all the festival songs in Jamaica, from the first one to the time that the one win today. So I was listening to them, and I hear that same bam bam I play with the Yellowman just sing. I say, yeah, I'm gonna get that. Me have to do bam bam. And when him play the Stagalag with him, he said that's the only thing I could put on it, and that's how it come up.
Okay, so obviously we have to hear a little bit of track 6, just to remind us of how monumental it was.
The thing called a bam bam, dedicated to all you. I did a different style, different passion, Tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? So what make them a talk about me ambition? Some of them a ask me where me get it from. So some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no no it's for creation. I told them no no it's for creation. Bam bam hey, tawata bam 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 dilang bam bam. Bam bam dilang bam bam, tawata bam bam. Tell me say what bam bam. This woman, I never trouble no one. Said I'm a lady, I'm not a man, and MC is my ambition. I confidence of all nation. Me say what bam bam, tawata bam bam. In a bam bam dilang ta bam bam bam. In a bam bam dilang so bam bam bam. Tawata bam bam tell them. And me say what bam bam tell them. Me born and me grow in a Kingston 6. I Nancy write the Christmas lyrics. When you hear them, they sound like a crispy biscuit. Me say you come a Rototom, and me say well slick. Ta bam bam, tawata, ta bam bam dilang. Chadisa bam bam dilang. Chadisa bam bam dilang. Enough of them say me I go mash up them plan. Them say me I go mash up them plan. And the two of them no I am a businesswoman. Sister Nancy is 1 in 3 million. Sister Nancy is 1 in 3 million.
So, yes. So, Nancy, you recorded the song. Was it released straight away?
No. It didn't release at the same time because, remember, it's a compilation of the album because Bam Bam is never a 45. Bam Bam was never a 12-inch. Bam Bam was just there to complete the 1-2 album. So it has to wait until the 1-2 album. The album did release before Christmas, it did.
Okay. And if I understand correctly, in the film you basically say you never heard the song
Never.
in Jamaica.
It never played in Jamaica, but I perform it when I do perform live. That even on Sting, that's where I perform it first. I perform it when I perform live, but I never hear it on the radio or anything. I never hear it, never, until I get to the States.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's move on and take a little listen to a bit of track 8. And then, we'll just trace the evolution a bit further.
The team color start the ball around, and I insist on the country.
Wow.
The team color start the ball around, and I insist on the control. You know? Do it!
Me a go start the ball a roll. Chamo man and she come to start the ball a roll. To right you know me a go start the ball a roll. To me God me a go start the ball a roll. To let me tell you right through this young rocky road. Right through. I don't remember this one.
Come down this one and make me mash up selection.
Be a light and we want go home. Say come here, Mr. Tallyman, you carry the banana. They a light and me want go home. We come to start the ball a roll. Chamo man and she come to start the ball a roll.
With that name, go out of the country.
So, this is the first of a handful of singles that you recorded for Junjolo.
Yes, I do this for Volcano.
So how is it that you began recording for Junjo?
Well, after 1-2 and all of that, you have other producer who were, show interest in me and wanted to voice with me. He's not the only one. A lot of them come, but I pick and choose who I really want to voice with because I didn't want to exploit myself. Because in the business, people do that. And if you do 2 good songs for the ear at that time, it was good. Now, you can't flood the street, else you won't give the record time to sell. So I pick and choose who I really want to voice with. So Jonjo was genuine to me, so I voiced for him.
And what was if you want to think about the recordings you'd done before with Winston Riley and then these recordings that you did with Junjo, what was different? What was the same?
Well, Junjo was a down to, we call that, a ghetto man. Like myself, a ghetto man. Mr. Riley was those little itty-tighty man, like itty-tighty man. But Junjo was a ghetto man, so, him just a raw charm man. So it's different working with him in the studio. And you know what? He treats you well.
Okay, so...
He treats you well. Yes, he did.
Okay. And of the songs that you did for Junjo, are there any that stand out in your mind? Any that you...
I think I did Dance on the Corner for him.
Yeah, okay, so give us a little bit of track 9.
Let's Dance on the Corner.
Oh, great thing called dance on the corner. My sister Nancy in my area, roots and culture. Steady, just cool,
I said a good thing Ricky did send me. I said a good thing Ricky did tell me. So Ricky say Nancy, what dance country corner. Reach a the dance and me bats in the corner. Going to lick the chalice so me take off me hat. So when me lick the chalice me I go put it on back. The time did hot so me take off me blouse. And when it's cool me I go put it on back. Mr. Rain start fall so me take off me skirt. So when it dry me I go put it on back. I fi come dance punchy corner.
Lord, I'm gonna
Fi come dance punchy corner.
Can't let me tell you, say me go to me bed and with the radio on me head.
Woo! No, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, now one thing about the Sister Nancy story, when you look into it, it's actually a lot more varied and a lot longer than you might think.
Oh, yes. I told you that is just a little part of my journey. It's just a little part. We're going to come with part 2 and 3. It's a must. I didn't tell everything in that. I didn't say everything. I can't.
So give us a little taste of track 12,
What is that?
And we'll see what you remember about this one.
Oh my God. Yes. Now culture is forever. The voice of the original mama.
It's a food.
See
Jamaican.
that? Selassie. Who fight him will die. Selassie.
I love job better every day. I love job better every day. Hey, I say close by is S-I-D. I will A behind thee. I love job better every day. Boom shot. That's why me nah no man for me mind. Almighty Jah me think about all the time. Say me nah no fear in my mind. God Almighty, Him a me Savior divine. Him give me love, Him give me peace, Him give me strength all the time. Everlasting love. Me seek and me find. You think the man asleep, the man a show you enough sign. From a slackness you are speaking, no need for rewind.
That's terrible.
Wow. That track brings a few questions to mind. So first of all, by then, Jammy was ruling the roost,
yes.
and he was doing it with
Yes.
electronic rhythms.
Yes, he was. With
So-
the slang thing.
Yes. So how was it for you beginning to record in that style on those types of rhythms?
Well, to be truth, Jam is the one who do that what you call it now, that type of rhythm. But my brother was doing that long time ago. My brother used to put rhythms on not 45 but 33 and DJ on them. So he was doing that long before that happened. So I was kind of accustomed to it. Yes.
And Nancy, about those how those songs were composed, you were carefully writing the lyrics before, or you were also freestyling in the dance hall and then arrange the lyrics after?
Well, you know, you DJ the lyrics in the dance, and at that time I told you, all the rhythm, or the song works in the dance, or how you see it, you know, people reaction to it. That's how you go and voice it. So if it's popular, if you sing it and, you know, every night you sing it and the people, you know that you deserve to do that song on a record.
And a curiosity, apart Stalag, what's your favorite dancehall rhythm ever?
Kochi.
Okay.
Kochi.
Kochi.
Yes. And you know the funniest thing, I never even recorded Kochi. That's just terrible. I didn't record on it for true. I didn't even record on it, and it's my favorite song too. My rhythm, I love that rhythm. Yes. Parling, telephone chalice. Upon it there. Telephone chalice. You know what happened on there?
Give us a little bit of track 10 and we'll see if that's the one you mean. Let's just see. Let's try it. For Junjo? Yeah,
Teen color chalice. Don't buy ice system.
Thanks, Matty.
The teen color chalice.
That's it.
Flash it. You know?
That's my rhythm. I don't remember this.
Chalice say,
Pass the chalice on the right hand side. Pass the chalice on the left.
don't wanna me say,
Oh, Jah bless me, say no man can curse. Thank you, Jah, 'cause Sister Nancy's not the worst. Me nah go a country figure stick no purse. Come me frightened for me head top burst. And the blood we run,
go on.
and the Babylon account.
Me tell you say the first
Okay.
thing me do.
Me get me Taliban, me take the little knife and me cut it up fine. Me get a little water and slightly damp it. Me put it in the kochi, but me never ram it. Me get another water and me gaze the chalice. Stuff in the kochi and then me bless it. Me call Matty Ras and him give me a lighter. Me say strictly sense me now we are born in the night. Herb.
My God. That's just terrible.
Also, Nancy, with that track and with the Jammies track, so I want to ask about Rastafari consciousness in your life. Because, yeah, you're very upfront with it in the Jammies track.
Yes.
So can you explain a little bit about how and when did it manifest? Or?
Okay, well, from I was a tender age, you know, growing up, I told you I have a lot of brothers and sisters, and most of my brothers and sisters, I know them as Rastafarians, you know, and around them, and they teach you what they know. They teach you to read your Bible a chapter a day. So I do that, and I still do. I've read my Bible many times over and over. And my brothers and sisters always, you know, they ribbit that in your head. You have to read your Bible, you have to. And you read, and then when you read, some things you understand, some things you don't. And if I understand, I keep it to myself. If I don't, I ask them, and they enlighten me. And I see that what they're doing is something that I want to follow. That's the concept or the religion that I really want to follow, because I believe Rastafarians are faithful people, righteous people, clean-hearted people, and they're God-fearing. And it's all about love. Rastafarian is about love. And I choose that way from that time until now, and I'll never turn back.
Thank you. Moments, we're going to open things up for question and answer. So I want you to put your thinking caps on, put a few questions to our special guest. But before that, we're going to try and squeeze in a few tracks, including this one on track 14.
Let me see. Okay, let's see.
I came and I saw and I conquer. Now, stranger, easy, Sila. I say you're sorry for Marga Dog. Marga Dog won't come bite you. Nancy drop out of frying pan. Tonight them one on the fire. Me said that me sorry for Marga Dog. Marga Dog won't come bite you. Me say you drop out of frying pan. You don't pin a woman on the fire.
Me come stronger for DJ tells me that you have to live longer, control every game, manage every border, do good. It follow your man, you must prosper. I came and I saw. Now Nancy conquer me, ever near brand.
Me no one, me no stranger, me no
I'm a DJ, they are the original mama. Me a sample DJ just to feel like powder.
Not the thing, a woman that you want start. I come mash up them plan, give them brain tumor.
Hey, I ain't never sing that song. Me sing it, yeah. I do it sometime. I do it on iFashion Rhythm. I do. That's my DJ travels with me in Europe. That's Matty. He's the greatest.
Big up, Legal Shot in the house. So you did that song for Shocking Vibes.
Yes, Shocking Vibes. Because I was with Shocking Vibes for a while. I was the first female who signed to Shocking Vibes, long before Beanie Man and all of these. And I used to travel with them a lot and things. So I did a couple songs I did for Shocking Vibes, not only one.
And what was the experience like?
It's okay, just young kids, because, you know, they're all younger than me. I'm an old woman for them. And these just youths who you could have just sit down and reason with and, you know, tell them if this is right or not. You know, it was Little Lenny, it was Little Kirk, it was, I think General Degree was there too, and a few of them. And then Beanie Man came. And I was them for a little while until I just split. But it was okay. Patrick Robert is not bad.
Okay. All right, hit us with a bit of track 16 and see what memories this brings back for you.
I can't see them. He's hiding in the paper.
Bum shot. Bum shot.
This is really rough.
Bum shot. Bum shot. Bum shot. Bum shot.
Now the race is not for the swift. Only two can enjoy it to the end. And this year Nancy now beg no friend. Chop upon them.
Bum shot.
Me a long time. Me a wait find them, figure them a piece of me mind. You think me just a cup? Jamaica day a long time. Me a wait find them, figure them a piece of me. And I remember 78 down to 79. I was the only woman DJ did a shine. 80 down to 81. Nancy Lady Black, she a foundation. 82 down to 83. Four corner of the world, them only talk about me. 84 down to 85. Leave the business and try a married life. It never worked. 86 down to 87. Nancy and no woman never tie evil. 88 down to 89. That's the consistent Nancy, cause the you up the vibe. The teacher just a come. Chamuma day a long time. Me a wait pon them, figure them a piece of me mind. You think me just a come? Chamuma day a long time. Me a wait pon them, figure them a piece of me mind.
Wow. Wow, Matty. It's a bunch.
And of course, that was produced by the great Bobby Digital.
Pardon me?
Produced by the great Bobby Digital.
Yes, Bobby Digital. I did more for him. I did more for Bobby. Yes, Bobby. And I'm the first female Bobby Digital recorded. Because when I go there, he said, "Me don't want a woman come in here." He said, "I don't want to work with no woman." I say, "Okay." And I leave, and then him hear all of the things that been happening for Sister Nancy. And you know what? He find my house. He drive there himself. I said, "What you come here for?" Him say, "I want a vice." I said, "But I was there. And you tell me no one vice, no woman. So why you find me at my house?" Him say, "Come, Sister Nancy, I want 2 tunes from you." And I go with him. And I did that, and I did done and put on.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Well, there's all kinds of more tracks that we could play, but in the interest of time, we're just going to squeeze in one more, and then we'll put the floor to you, the good people. So just give us a little hit of track 24.
I'm a Gideon.
True fact.
I'm a Gideon star. Run away, chance stop your running one. Change your style in this judgment. This time it's wicked and wild. Sister Nancy in the Rototom style. It a go trade in a this year, I'm a Gideon. I go burn in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Fire run red in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Fire have to burn in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Table have to turn in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Fire have to burn in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Hurt run red in a this year, I'm a Gideon. Now people are dead in a this year, I'm a Gideon. The Armageddon style. Slang but the Armageddon style. When I reach up with chance of the Armageddon style. Hey, you know it's Armageddon style. I said the rich man in a house and him a drink champagne. The poor man out a do and him a yam sugar cane. Rich man in a house and him a sipping pipe. While the poor man out a do and him a ball all night. It a go dread in a this year Armageddon. Fire have to burn in a this year Armageddon. Hurt run red in a this year Armageddon. No people are dead in a this year Armageddon. So let the words of my mouth and the meditations from my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Rastafari.
Yeah, and I have to say, when Mad Professor dropped that at the Dub Academy last night, everybody felt it.
Yes.
So
I did it last night too.
Ah, yes.
I did it on stage, yes.
Yes, with guest appearance with Big Youth.
Yes. They tricked me, you know. They told me, he said, "Okay, I need you to come and just do one song because, you know, it's 45th anniversary." So I said, "Okay, Professor, but I am going to perform on Tuesday night." He said, just do one. And so I came, and he told me that he wanted the one that I rehearsed. I didn't rehearse with him, not all. So I thought it was this one he's going to play, Armageddon. But when I hear him play Stagalog, I said, no way, because I'm not doing Bam Bam for him. So when Big Youth called me and I went out, I said, Armageddon. That was it, floor. That was it. Was nice.
Yeah, it worked on Stella too.
It worked.
But maybe you can tell the good people a little bit about working with Mad Professor, because I think you did that song about 3 years ago, maybe?
I did a whole album for him.
And the album's just coming out now.
It's coming out next 3 weeks, yes. It's Armageddon, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Mad Professor, I was introduced to him by Matty, again. I didn't know him before. I've heard about him, and Matty and I go back more than 20 years. So, Matty, Matty took me there, the studio, and I like Mad Professor because he's well experienced. He knows what he's doing. He knows it like the back of his hand. He's like the Jamaica King Tubbies, Yeah, so he's very good, and I like working with him. That's okay.
Yeah. And having heard the album, I think it's tremendous, and I wish you every success with it.
Thank you.
So we've reached that time when we're gonna we'll allow you, the good people here, to put your questions to Sister Nancy. So who would like to be the first to put a question to Sister Nancy? And, oh, okay, we got one at the back there. Yeah. Oh, wait for the mic.
Can't
please.
hear him. That's terrible.
Yeah, wait for the mic.
This is too near to me. Make me shout.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Never did a song with your brother.
Never.
Why, if there is a reason? Thank you.
I don't think it's any reason, but my brother is. Oops. My brother is not a studio. He's not a studio DJ. He don't like the studio. And then sometime we just never find the time. The time was not even right. And I would love, even now I would love to do a song with the great Brigadier Jerry. Because, you know, he's my mentor, he's my teacher, he's everything to me. But you never know. We're still alive. It will happen.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, and who's got another question for Sister Nancy in the house? And there's no need to be shy. This is your chance. Okay, over here.
Of course. Talk, my sister. With the mic. Oh, I didn't see. I was looking at you. I'm sorry. It's not on.
Yeah, it's not on.
Why is it making sound and it's not working? That don't make no sense.
There you go.
These cards.
Now?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for this special moment, and I'm really impressed by your resilience
Good
in the
evening.
movie.
Thank you.
And in the movie, you said that your career is just about to start.
Yes.
Or it feels like.
It's like, yes.
So, what is the future holding for us? What projects or what things you want to develop in the future?
Well, why I say that is because first, although it's not a question, you didn't ask me that question, but you did mention it. I said it just started because it felt like it. Because, you know, back in the days, like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, I wasn't feeling how I feel now because I was not getting the push that I wanted, you know, as a female who started the dancehall, you know. But no, I see that people react to me different. It's like people want me more than how I want them. And that's how it's supposed to be. And further, for pushing on from now, you only can get greatness out of me because that's all I bring. I only have greatness. And as I told you, I have records to be released, and I know I'm going to have a second part of the Bam Bam story. Because as I told you, this is not half of my journey. It's just bits and pieces. And I am looking forward to do a second part of it. Yes. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, and we've got time for a few more questions for Nancy, so who else in the house wants to put it? Oh, yeah, yes.
Hello, manners and greetings.
Greetings.
I just have to really big you up, really, from Yard, from the UK.
Thank
And make you know, say the push is there for you, definitely, in both places.
Thank you.
You know, it's 100% manners and respect. We can't wait to hear more from you. A long time.
Long time.
Yes, I.
Blessed love.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, on the right-hand side.
We're not getting lady the mic. See lady over there, so.
Over. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
she's gonna
yeah.
give her. And then you come back right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Greetings, Sister Nancy.
Greetings.
Blessed love.
Bless.
In the film, one of the things that really troubled me was when I saw the record label and it credited Winston Riley as the writer
Yes.
of Bam Bam.
Yes.
So, as you begin your new start, how business-wise and how much more aware are you of holding on to the things that are yours and nobody else will ever
Well,
do that again?
sorry. I did fight and change all of that.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the commercial, that Reebok commercial, I was at home. I just came from work. You know, I was an accountant for 16 years in a bank. So I came home and my daughter and I was in the house and she said, "Mommy, look at this." And I said, "What?" And when I look at the TV, I saw that Reebok commercial. So I said, what is this? And I don't know anything about it. And before they were using it all over, but I didn't know what to do. I came here, you know, I came to America. My mother sent for me. I came, I go to school, I do everything. I didn't even remember much about, I didn't even thinking about the music. I just want to work to send my daughter to school, college, university, and all of that. But then something just clicked. And I said, I have to do something about this. This is my voice. And then when I look at the record, he has it registered under Winston Riley as writer. And Winston Riley has never write a line in none of my songs. Never. He is a producer, of course, so he provides the rhythm for me, and you know, he's spending money to produce. But I wrote my songs, and I sing my songs. So I fought for that, and I did win. I did win. So now, if you check it now, it will say Sister Nancy and Winston Riley, because everything is just 50-50. That's how it's supposed to be, because I don't want everything for myself. I'm not that greedy. You know, I want to share. So, but you should think of sharing with me first. Yes.
Thank you for that question. And we got another question on the right-hand side over here.
This lady right here.
Yeah, over here. Right there.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Like the sister over here, I really just want to say manners and respect, and thank you for giving women of a certain age
Of course.
the reality and the hope that we can have another and grander part
Of
of
course.
whatever it is.
Of course.
And a sweet memory, and I think you were between re-rising in New York City in the meatpacking district at a very underground club called Cielo.
Yes.
It was Mad Professor,
Yes.
you and Sister Carol.
Yes, I remember.
And I remember the two of you sitting very quietly, sipping red wine, and it was the greatest thing. It was just very meaningful.
It's a long time ago. Long time.
Long time and now time.
Of course.
So thank you,
You're
Sister
welcome.
Nancy.
And I'll never move. As long as I can hear my voice, I'll always be here. As long as I can speak. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think we got time for two last questions. So do we have any more questions in the house for Sister Nancy? This is your chance to put your question to her before we bring this session to a close. Any last questions in the house? Okay, well, while you're thinking about that, oh, we got one? At the back, yeah, back there.
Yes. Tonight me work. Officially me work tonight. With 1:30 with legal shot. Can't miss that, you know. No.
At the Dub Academy.
Dub Academy, right? Yes.
Yeah, 1:30 p.m. live and direct. Sister Nancy alongside Legal Shot.
Hello.
Hi.
There are so many remixes of Bam Bam song.
Yes.
And how do you feel about all those remixes? And do you have a favorite? Or do you even listen to them? I don't know.
Yeah, I listen to some of them. My favorite is the one with Jay-Z and Damon Marley. Reason why is because and that's Bam from the 4.44 album. The reason why it's a favorite one for me is because he went through the right channel of getting me in person to do that with him and take me to Jamaica with him. Everybody else sample behind my back. I have to find out and then go at them. But Jay-Z did the right thing. And he did sample so many times, I can't count them. Too much. But that's my favorite one. And it's good, and I want they continue to sample. I really want they to continue. And every day they do. And it is good. But Jay-Z, Bam is the one that I love. Because he took me with him. The rest of them pirate, but him took me with him. That's nice. I love that.
Thank you very much.
So just to remind, tomorrow afternoon we've got an action-packed program right here at the Reggae University At 3:15 p.m., we will be screening the film Harder Than the Rock about the Cimarrons, and we'll have Loxley Gishi and Michael Ark and possibly Franklin Dunn from the Cimarrons to do a brief question and answer directly following the end of the film. Then at 5:30 p.m., we've got a session entitled African Victory, a Journey of Hope, Faith, and Charity with Alberosi, together with Jos Vesemen, who has a sustainable tourism network that was involved in Alberosi's tour of Africa. And then we've got at 7:15 a session titled Dubbing in the 21st Century, the Dubquake Experience. We'll have Rico OBF, Steph OBF, the upcoming artist Asaya, and the selector Mother Dubber. So don't miss any of that. And yeah, also directly following on from this session at 7 p.m. this evening, we'll have Royal Blue, Reasoning with Spice, the reigning queen of the dance hall. So stretch your legs, but don't go far. And one more time, please, a big round of applause for today's special guest, Sister Nancy.